All right, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us in the studio, Ryan Richards, the owner of a hostel in Minturn, right?
That's right.
Ryan, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm well. Good to see you.
You're busy. You're busy. I see you up at the Sun and Up Club. You're teaching fitness. You do private fitness. You have your own program there. That's what you've been doing for a long time around the Valley since I've known you.
Yeah.
And then tell us about the Bunkhouse. Give us a little of the backstory on where it all came about and what was the inspiration behind it.
Years ago, my friend Brian and I were talking over dinner about opening a hostel, and this was back during the recession, and I wasn't in a place to make a move, and I've always had a desire to do big things and offer some value or a business opportunity in our community, and didn't think much about it at the time. And then a few years ago, my friend Paul and I were up skiing in Jackson Hole, and we were driving home, and we were just talking about different things in life, and it dawned on the both of us that we realized, just observing the chairlift scenario in Vail and Beaver Creek, that most of the people on the chairlift and on the mountain were getting older and probably hanging up their ski gear at some point in the near future, and the huge discrepancy between the age gaps. And we were seeing, as you've seen in the last few years, just a younger generation and an older generation skiing, and we just begged the question, where are these younger individuals staying? Where are they they're coming from the Front Range. We know the Epic Pass has changed the game in terms of the demographic of who's coming to ski in our mountain town.
Right.
And Paul said, this place needs a hostel. I said, you know, my buddy Brian and I talked about this years ago. And I said, it's time, and I'm going to do it. And so that's where it really, really came from, and it's been really exciting.
So you found the location in Minturn. As soon as you come into Minturn, you can't miss it. It's on the right there below the water tower.
Yeah.
And last year you opened up for the first year.
Yeah, we opened in May.
And then you closed it down during the off season to make some changes, some renovations, fix some stuff, and you're going to reopen again for the summertime this Friday, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Well, here's a little tour of the Bunkhouse. Tell us a little bit about it. It looks kind of fancy for a hostel.
It is fancy.
Steps up.
It steps up, and that's something that was really pivotal during the planning process. Is we wanted to make it. It has to be nice, given the rich history in Vail and the luxury market. Understanding that a hostel isn't really geared towards a luxury market per se, we wanted to make sure that it was nice. We wanted to include a bar service. We wanted to include a complimentary shuttle service. We wanted to make sure that the decor was mountain modern, and we wanted to make sure that it just really, really connected with our audience who would stay in such a place.
And you've done just that.
That's right.
So what's going to happen when you open on Friday? You already have people showing up, booking. I mean, how does that work? Can you call in advance? You just show up, and if it's available, it's available.
No, you can call in advance on our website. You can hit the Reserve Now button. You can find us there, obviously, at vailbunkhouse.com.
Okay.
A lot of our travelers are finding us organically through Google search. We're on Airbnb, and it's just like a traditional hotel website where you click the dates that you specifically would like to stay, and it tells you how many rooms are available and the price for the night.
And can you stay for an extended amount of time if you want?
Absolutely.
Okay, you can stay all summer if you wanted to.
Well, we try to limit long-term stays, but particularly in the off-season, we do run off-season specials. Right now we're running a special for $175 a week, and that kind of gets individuals up here during a little bit of a compromised time in our valley.
All right. Thanks for coming in, Ryan. Good to see you.
Once
again, you got to check out the Bunkhouse Hostel right there in Minturn. Give them a call, 827-4165, or go to vailbunkhouse.com. I got a weather report coming up next.